My name is Rachel. I'm 31, and this is the part of my life no one saw coming. Not me, not my family, not even the people who stood at my wedding, smiling like they meant it. They were both there that day. Matt, standing at the altar, his eyes locked on mine, promising to love me for life. I felt like the luckiest woman alive, my heart full, believing every word of his vows. And Emily, my best friend, my maid of honor, giving a toast that brought tears to everyone's eyes. "I'll always have your back," she said, her voice warm, her smile so genuine, I never doubted her. I met Matt when I was 25. He was charming, with an easy smile that made my knees weak and a quiet confidence that drew me in. We fell fast late-night talks that stretched until dawn, stolen kisses that felt like promises, the kind of love that convinces you you've found your person. With him, the world felt brighter, like every day was a new chance to build something real. And then there was Emily, my ride or die since college. She was there through every heartbreak, every milestone. When I got my first apartment, she was there, laughing as we painted the walls, flicking blue paint at each other until we were a mess. When I cried over exes, she held my hair, handed me tissues, told me I deserved better. She was my anchor, my confidant. So when Matt proposed, it only made sense that Emily became my maid of honor. The three of us were close, maybe too close. At first, it was little things I ignored because I trusted them. Matt started texting Emily at odd hours. "Just checking on her," he'd say, his thumb swiping the screen away too quickly, like he was hiding something. Emily would show up at our house uninvited, sometimes when I wasn't even home, claiming she just missed us. And their laughter, it was always a little too loud, a little too intimate, their eyes catching each other's for a beat too long. I told myself it was nothing. They were my people, my husband, my best friend. They'd never hurt me. I pushed the unease down, buried it under trust, convinced myself I was imagining things. But doubt has a way of creeping in, doesn't it? One night, I woke up, and Matt wasn't in bed. The sheets were cold, empty. I found him in the living room, sprawled on the couch, grinning at his phone like a teenager in love. The blue light lit up his face, and for a moment, he looked happier than he'd been with me in weeks. "Who's that?" I asked, my voice sharper than I meant, cutting through the silence. He fumbled, the phone nearly slipping from his hands. "Just a meme Emily sent me," he muttered, shoving it into his pocket. At 2:11 a.m.? That was the first time I felt it. That gut punch. That sharp, invisible needle of doubt stitching itself into my chest. My mind screamed I was being paranoid, that I was reading too much into it. They'd never do that to me, I told myself, over and over, like a mantra to keep the fear at bay. But the thing about intuition, it doesn't lie. A week later, I needed Matt's iPad for work. He'd left it on the counter, forgotten it was synced to his messages. I wasn't looking for anything. I swear I wasn't. But then a notification popped up, and my world shattered. "Emily, last night was dangerous, but so worth it. Matt." "Can't stop thinking about you." I scrolled, my hands shaking, my stomach churning like I'd swallowed poison. There were photo sentiment stolen moments I was never meant to see. Videos I couldn't bring myself to play, each thumbnail a dagger to my heart. Nicknames they'd given each other, sickeningly sweet, like they were building a world without me. Plans to meet when I was out of town, when I was at work, when I was asleep in the next room. Secrets layered over secrets. Months of betrayal woven into every corner of my life. In my home, in my bed. I confronted Matt that night. He broke down, tears streaming, swore he still loved me, called it a mistake. I asked if he loved her. His mouth opened, but no words came. That silence, it was louder than any confession. It told me everything I needed to know. As for Emily, I called her, texted her, begged for an explanation, for some shred of remorse. Nothing. She blocked me. No apology, no guilt, just gone. The same girl who held my hair while I cried over exes, who swore we'd be friends forever, had become the woman who destroyed my marriage. It's been a year. I filed for divorce, signed the papers that ended what I thought was forever. I've moved cities, left behind the house filled with memories of their betrayal. I'm learning to trust again, starting with myself. It's slow, like rebuilding a life from ashes, but I'm doing it, step by painful step. People always ask me, what hurt more, losing your husband or your best friend? I used to search for an answer, to weigh the pain like it could be measured. But the truth? It wasn't the betrayal itself that cut the deepest. It was realizing that both of them, Matt, Emily, were capable of it. That the two people I loved most could look me in the eyes, smile, and lie. And that I never saw it coming. But I'm still standing, stronger, wiser, no longer willing to ignore red flags in the name of love. My name is Rachel, and this was my infidelity tape. If this story hit close to home, don't. Just scroll, hit subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and come back every week for more real stories like this. You're not alone. This is Infidelity Tapes.